Hi, my name is Anna. Today we're going to learn how to do a perpetual inventory card in Excel and how to use the roundup formula. We're going to do the inventory for pairs, so we have that the balance right now for September 1st is 35 things. So we're going to plot it here in balance. And the cost would be 97 cents. So we put them here. To know the total value, we're going to multiply the amount of things and the cost. Enter. For September 2nd, we have a requisition of 12 things. Requisition means out, so we put it here, and then we're gonna subtract. It's the same price because the price hasn't changed yet. And it's going to be the same formula, multiply the amount by the cost per unit. For September 3rd, we have an invoice of 3 cases. That means 3 multiplied by 6 would be 18. And we add this up, the one that we already had, and the new ones. Sorry about that. Okay. For the price, we're going to take the $5.99. So equal $5.99 divided in 6. And same, we're going to multiply here the amount of things and the cost. As we can see here, it would be $41. That would make logic. So we're going to use the roundup function. We go back to the cost per thing. And in the formula, after the equal, we're going to type round up, open bracket, leave the same division, and then I'm gonna use a semicolon because that's what works with my Windows system, and the number of decimals that we want. And then we close the bracket. Enter. That way we're gonna get the total value that we really want. For September the 5th, we have a requisition of 17. That would be here, and then we're gonna subtract from the balance, and we can use the same function. So I'm just gonna autofill this, and I'm gonna use autofill here too. So it's 34. September 7, another requisition of 12. We do the same. This one minus the requisition. Autofill because it's the same price per tin, and also autofill here. For September the 8th, we have an invoice of 2 cases. That means 12 tins or 12 cans. So we're going to add them up. And the price is different. It's going to be $6.79 per case. So equal $6.79 divided in 6. If we autofill this, if we compare it with 2 decimals, it's going to be a different result. So in this case, we're going to use the same round function, but round down. So equal round down, open bracket, the same division, semicolon, and 2 decimals. And now the result is what we need. For September the 9th, we have a requisition of 8 cans or tins. So we're going to subtract them from here. And we can actually autofill here and also autofill here. For September 10, we have a requisition of 5. So again, they're going out, so we have to subtract them. And also autofill. For September 12, we have an invoice of 3 cases at $7.09. So we have 3 multiplied by 6, that would be 18. And we're going to add them up. And the price is $7.09, so it would be equal $7.09 divided in 6. enter, and then if we use autofill here, again, it's a value that is going to be different if we use the whole decimals or only 2. So we're going to round down again. So we go back, round down, open bracket, semicolon, close bracket, sorry, 2 decimals, close bracket, and enter. For the 16, we have a requisition of 8. So they're going out. Therefore, we're going to subtract them. And we can use autofill because the price is going to be the same. And same here, it's already with the round down function. September the 17th, a storeroom requisition of 6. They're going out again. So we subtract, autofill, and autofill. September the 25th, another requisition of 7. So we subtract again, and autofill here, autofill here. For September the 29th, which is the last balance, there is an invoice of 2 cases, which means 12, and they're $8.08. So we're gonna add them up because they are going in, and the price is 808 equal divided in 6. Enter. If we multiply in our calculator, the total value is going to be different. Then we have to use the round up function. So equal round up, open bracket, the same division, semicolon, 2 decimal places, close bracket, and enter. That's how we're going to get our total value. The cells that are in different colors are the ones with the round function. So you have to check with your calculator or your handwritten calculations to be sure that the amount of the total value is the one that you actually need. Thank you.